Welcome to the latest installment of Get 'em Greg Fishing. In today's episode, we're embarking on a unique project outfitting our RV Sprinter van with solar panels. Our usual fishing adventure involves day trips and overnight stays along the eastern coastline. During these trips, I've encountered issues with the refrigerator losing power halfway through our trip. To tackle this challenge, I've upgraded the battery system by installing 2 new batteries. Additionally, we're incorporating a 200-watt solar panel system, and we're hopeful that this enhancement will address our power concerns. Don't go away, there's more to come.
There you go, get him. There he goes, running. Running. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, boy. Get him. He's caught in that tree. Oh, he got him. Get him, boy. Get him.
You know what time it is.
We bought a pair of 100-watt solar panels from X-Day on Amazon. I opted for these panels for a couple of reasons. First, their flexibility allowed them to snugly fit between the roof humps of our RV, with the ends aligning perfectly on the top of the humps. Secondly, they received superior reviews compared to other options on Amazon. Our plan is to install them without drilling any holes. To begin, we cleaned the roof using a potent degreaser, ensuring a thorough cleaning in preparation for using the 3M VHB double-sided tape we are going to use to secure the panels in place.
Before proceeding with panel installation, ensure that the panels are generating the appropriate voltage. I utilized the voltmeter to confirm a power output of 21 volts from the panels. Adjusted the panel's position to determine the ideal placement and marked its contact points with the roof humps. Following this, I cleaned the panel's backside using a degreaser, similar to what I have done on the roof. After tracing a line for tape placement, I attached double-sided tape to the panel's underside. The double-sided tape being utilized is 3M VHB tape, a heavy-duty variant measuring 1 inch in width. Finally, I flipped the panel and firmly affixed it to the roof by pressing it down along the humps. To enhance the panel's roof attachment, I applied a 4-inch RV sealant tape around the front and sides of each panel. For proper ventilation and moisture release, I kept the rear of the panel uncovered. After securing the front solar panels, I shifted my focus to the second panel, which was to be installed towards the rear of the van. The process for attaching the rear solar panel mirrored the steps taken for the front panel. Next, I needed to devise a way to route the wire from the roof to the solar charger without resorting to drilling holes in the van's roof. My solution was to thread the wires through the bathroom fan, then along the wall behind the shower, and finally down the molding wiring run running adjacent to the left-hand rear wall nearest the closet. I began by removing the 3 bolts securing the fan cover. The strategy was to guide the wires down the air vent through the screen and then channel the cable into a shower enclosure along the outer wall. Following that, I took out the screws and screw caps that fastened the shower enclosure to the van side, creating an ideal concealed pathway to run the wires through the van. Once that was accomplished, I proceeded to remove the molded seat cover from the back side of the shower enclosure, providing access to a chase where additional wiring was routed. Lastly, I took off the seat panel, revealing various electronics, including the inverter responsible for supplying usable power to the van. This designated area is where I intend to mount the solar charge controller. I removed several support brackets and covers from the cabinet, exposing an additional area where I could guide the wires from the lower compartment behind the cabinet and eventually up to the shower enclosure. Utilizing a straight metal clothes hanger, I carefully threaded it from the cabinet up to the shower enclosure. I then secured the wire to the hanger with tape and smoothly pulled it up through the wiring chase situated along the corner of the shower enclosure. Carefully punctured a hole through the screen wire of the bathroom fan, guiding the wires upwards until it reached the rooftop. After achieving this, I concealed the wire behind the shower enclosure and securely fastened them in place using the screws. Making sure everything was neat and concealed, I adjusted the fan cover by trimming it to accommodate the wires seamlessly. With the preparations complete, I ascended to the top of the van, reattaching the fan cover to its designated spot, ensuring a snug and secure fit. As I dived deeper into the project, the initial step involved wiring preparation. To ensure optimal performance and connectivity, I carefully attached MC4 connectors to the wires emerging from the fan. These MC4 connectors are pivotal in maintaining a seamless electrical flow within the system. I purchased a set of assembly tools from Amazon. These specialized tools were designed to streamline the process of attaching the MC4 connectors to the wires, and they did not disappoint. In fact, they proved to be a game changer, significantly speeding up the task. Within the kit, I found a set of essential tools and accessories. The package included a reliable crimping tool, a generous supply of 10 sets of MC4 connectors, a useful pair of spanners, and a convenient bag to keep everything organized and in one place. This assortment made it a complete and convenient solution for the task at hand. I optimized the wiring to the best of my ability, securing the wires with zip ties and threading them through the ridges on the van's rooftop. There are primarily two methods for connecting solar panels: parallel and series. After extensive research, I determined that wiring my panels in series would offer a superior solar solution for my needs. The controller I purchased could handle up to 100 volts of energy and required a minimum voltage input of 14 volts from the panels to initiate battery charging. Each solar panel was rated for 20 volts. In a parallel configuration, the panels would collectively generate a maximum of 20 volts. However, when wired in series, the voltage combines, resulting in maximum output of 40 volts. As the sun would rise and set, a parallel configuration would need to operate at 70% efficiency to activate the controller. On the other hand, the series configuration would only require a 35% efficiency to trigger the controller, ultimately charging the batteries for a longer duration compared to the parallel configuration. Once I had connected all of the wiring and panels, I secured them in place using a 4-inch RV sealant tape. This precaution ensured that the wiring wouldn't risk entangling with the tree limb while I was driving down the road. Before proceeding with the installation of the solar controller inside the Sprinter van, I conducted a final voltage reading using my voltmeter to ensure the panels were producing the correct voltage output. Fortunately, there was additional space available in the electronics compartment to accommodate my solar controller. I bought a Renogy Rover 30 amp MPPT charge controller from Amazon, choice influenced by its excellent reviews. During my research, particularly through various YouTube videos, I observed that many solar setups showcased by the YouTubers utilize this very controller. I'm utilizing 10 gauge wiring to connect each component. While a breaker might not be essential, I chose to install one regardless in case I want to disable power to the solar controller. After installing the breaker for the solar controller, I proceeded to route the solar-powered lines from the roof into the cabinet, utilizing pre-existing holes intended for the previous wiring in the cabinet. I opted not to extend both the positive and negative charging wires all the way to the batteries. Instead, I located the point where the power from the batteries entered the charging controller. I connected the negative wire to the grounding wire linked to the van's chassis and identified power at the battery separator solenoid. During my power testing, I inadvertently omitted shutting off the power to the controller, causing the solenoid to close and permit power through both sides. This video demonstrates the error of placing the positive wire on the incorrect side of the solenoid. It should have been placed on the side indicated by the arrow. As I finished up the project and activated the solar panels by toggling the switch, I was somewhat disappointed with the wattage output of the 200 watt system, as it was constantly averaging below 50 watts. After reviewing all my connections, I recalled a video I had watched about partial shading affecting solar panels' efficiencies. Upon re-examining the panels, I realized that a section of one panel was being shaded by the TV antenna. After lifting the antenna a few feet, I rechecked the power output and observed a substantial increase with an average wattage exceeding 100 and peaking at 120 even though the day was partially overcast.
Before you leave, be sure to check out our description page below. This page gives you a brief description of the video you are currently watching, along with the fishing gear we used during the filming of this video. Click onto the Show More link to view all of this information. In upcoming episodes, we'll begin a new segment where we test out products that are sent to us. If you would like your product to be featured on one of our upcoming episodes, our contact and shipping information is also included on this page. I want to thank you for watching our videos, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel to get notifications as to when our new videos are available. Meanwhile, here are a few more videos that I think you will like.